Good morning, everybody. Welcome to YS Khong Driving. It's a beautiful Sunday morning and we are on our way up to our favorite mountain, and we're just pushing off from our regular starting point, the BHP station in Gombak. And I am in a Mazda MX-30, which is a fully electric car. So it has a range of 199 kilometers, but this morning when I started up, based on how I was driving, I had 177. If I turn off the aircon, it says I have 188. Yeah, so the aircon gives you about 10 to 15 kilometers more. And I've used up 18% from starting from 100%, yeah, from PJ to here. So now I have 82%. That's because the distance from PJ to here is about 40 kilometers. And now we are going to travel about 20 kilometers to the Genting exit. And then from there, another 15 or 20 kilometers to get to the top of the hill. But of course, the part that is going to tax you a lot will be the part where we climb the hill, because it will eat a lot of power from the battery. So in the EV6, we used up about 40% of the EV6 power. Well, one of our members is the owner of the EV6, but he says that he uses about 30%. So maybe he drives less aggressively. And anyway, he's with us on this drive. He's behind us in his car. And of course, we have to conserve a bit of electricity. He is actually following the speed that I'm going, and of course he will probably use less juice than I will. Anyway, the speed limit here is 90. We are a little bit above the speed limit, just following the traffic, so we're getting just under 100, and I'm staying on the left and staying away from all the people. So this is a single motor, single drive, and it has 143 horsepower in its motor, and it also develops 271 Newton meters of torque. Okay, so the battery monitor tells me we are at 78%. Okay, with a range of 199, that means we have used up about 20%, which means it's about, we have gone about 40 kilometers. Okay, the good news is this car is made for short haul, and so it's priced a bit cheaper than the normal EV. So this one is selling at 199,000 ringgit, and you can buy the car now if you want. So you'll be probably wondering why the range is 199 kilometers. Well, that's because Mazda designed this as a short haul vehicle for city commuters who maybe you have to go to work about 30-40 kilometers a day, and you can use the car for 2 days without charging. Or if you are not very confident, you can charge it every day when you take it home. So it's for school moms taking the children to school, and for office commuters who have a short distance to drive on a daily basis. And so they figured that there will be people who want cars of this range who don't want to pay a lot of money for the car, so they based it on the Mazda 3 platform, and they built this car. So it's all electric, and of course they made a lot of modifications to it, but basically the car is about the size of the CX-30, yeah. So you have a wheelbase of 2665, I think, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, and you have 18-inch wheels, McPherson struts in the front, and torsion beam set up in the back. Handling should be quite good, because I took it for a spin yesterday and I was quite impressed with the handling. So the good news for us in Genting is that there is a charging station at GPO. So therefore, if you run out of juice, you can charge up there. So we will see what we get when we get to the top. So this is the first time we're taking it to the hill, and we're down to 73% in our battery. Now, in time to come, there will be more and more charging stations. I understand that there is a company that wants to set up something like 20,000 stations, charging stations in the country, and that's only one company. So there will be others that will be setting them up, and already there is a small network, and there's an app where you can actually check where are the charging stations. So that's how I know there's one in GPO at Genting Highlands. So in time to come, you don't have to worry about the range so much, because there will be stations all over the place where you can charge. Yesterday I went and charged this up from about 20%. It took me about an hour to get to 100%. Yeah, so that was on a DC charger, so it's quite convenient. And advice to those who want to buy this car, it should not be your only car. You should have another car that you can use for longer hauls, like going out station and all. So this is a short haul car, and you can contribute to saving the environment if you use an all electric car for your daily commuting purposes. Well, we are averaging about 90, and even though there was a corner we were going in at 90, you know, and we are still going at 90. So the car actually is very easy to drive. It's very silent. Okay, we're down to 68%. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to overtake this truck. Then we start moving over to the left to go to the exit to Genting Highlands. There's a truck that is spewing lots of black smoke, and this is what electric cars is all about. Yeah, it's about saving the environment, giving zero pollution insofar as running the car is concerned. Okay, so here we go. There is no sports mode. There are paddle shifters, but they are not for changing gear. They are for you to, what you call, increase your recharge or regenerating rate. We are now at 66%. That means we used up 34% of the 199 kilometers, and now we are climbing up the hill. Let's see what we get at the top of the hill. There is a strong possibility we will have to charge at GPO. Very, very strong. Okay, so there is only one gear, so there is no shifting down or anything. I just saw Leon in his Suzuki. He's gone up and down. He was across the road, yeah, coming down. Okay, so we are here at the start, and we are not going a lot faster. But of course, it's so enjoyable driving here. You want to go a little bit more. So this is like an economy run for me. I'm trying to conserve the battery as much as possible, but at the same time want to enjoy myself. So I put my recharge or regen to a bit higher level, and I try to do gentle acceleration to keep the battery alive for a longer time. Okay, we're down to 61%. So definitely it looks like we have to charge in GPO, yeah. Okay, in terms of handling, it's actually very, very good. Having a nice time. The car is very easy to control. Yeah, despite it being an SUV, yeah. 18-inch wheels help a lot. Oh, traffic is very, very heavy. Thank you. We're down to 56%. Woo. Easy, yes. Just ease it into the corner and ease it out of the corner. My friend Jun Swan in the EV6 is having a nice time easily keeping up with us, because he's got all-wheel drive. We only have front-wheel drive. And I'm trying to conserve the battery. His range is double, more than double of this car. Okay, I'm going to turn the regen to a higher level. By flipping the minus button on the pedal shifters, so I can recover some energy going down this hill. Yeah, going downhill saves quite a bit of energy. Under braking, it also recharges your battery. And of course the road is slightly damp, but we're having fun, yes. Oh, a tree fell down last night on the left. We're down to 54%. Oh, not bad. There's a bus in the junction. The road here is wet. Yes, coming downhill we didn't use so much battery. Easy until we know where he's going. Yeah, okay, he's going straight. Phone is ringing, but we're not answering it. Yep. Okay, from here on the road is likely to get wetter, but of course we're not going fast, yeah. And here we are at the first roundabout, going at a speed that was less than 100. There was one time when the chime came on, that was on the back straight here. The chime is for the speed warning at 110. I tried to turn it off, but it doesn't go off, yeah. So I think it's part of the car. And it tells you you're exceeding 110, so you're going to use up more battery, that kind of warning. I looked for it to turn it off. I couldn't find it. Anyway, everything looks normal. The temperature is good, and we have half battery life, 50 at this point. So technically I should turn around and go back, but no, we must get to the top of this hill and then we have to come down to GPO and get it charged. If not, I gotta call for help. Okay, there's a Harrier in front and he's going very, very fast. I just want to make sure that he is not in my way before I pass him. %. Definitely looks like we have to make a stop over at GPO. We have a whole bunch of cars going slowly. So this is the start of the second part, and we are going very, very slow because there's a bus being trailed by SUV and an Alza and an Axia and a Waja plus an Estima, and they're all overtaking slowly. Hey guys, don't fall asleep, huh? We are still driving, you know. Okay. Somebody's got to tell this Axia. Thank you. Road is wet, yes. I'm almost on single pedal driving because the recharge rate is higher, and we have a Wira on the outside. Okay, we have to do this. Sorry guys. Yeah, there was a bit of understeer coming out of the corner. We have 41%. This car is actually quite agile. Very nice. Okay, how's the acceleration? Well, it's not hard stopping acceleration, but it's brisk, yeah? Faster than a normal 2-liter car. But of course, we have not floored the throttle. When you floor it, it gives you a little bit more oomph. But I think it wears down the battery a bit. Okay, not sure where he's going. Thank you very much. And we'll take the outside to give him space to turn. Yes. Must be one of the group calling me to ask me where I am, because he arrived late. So we will not answer the phone while driving. Motorbike in the middle of the corner. Well done. A bit of understeer on the exit. Nice. We have 32% battery left. Oh. Okay guys, we are here. All right. Okay, we made it, and there's 29% battery. So guys, the CX-30 can make it up Genting, but well, I use up a little bit more than usual. We have 28% left, and that probably means we cannot get back to KL, so we will have to go to GPO to refuel or recharge, so to speak. Okay, there's a group of people here who have been up so early. Yes. Alright guys, so that's the Mazda MX-30. I hope you enjoyed our drive. Well, I enjoyed it. It was quite enjoyable trying to keep the battery alive and also to minimize the braking, to maintain the speed. So we hardly used any brakes coming up, and in a couple of corners we went into a slide, but it was all very predictable. The handling is very, very easy. Alright guys, so thanks very much for being with us, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye. I wonder if I dare to go back with 28%. That's interesting. Okay guys, we have stayed here for a little bit over an hour, and we now have 40%. So we started at 31%. We now have 40% at 69 kilometers, thanks to Junswan and his EV6. This is the host car, and we have churi some power onto the MX-30. So we have 69 kilometers of range. So let's see if we can get back to the training center for Burmas and charge up the car again, because there is a DC charger and you take just an hour to charge up this car and maybe this car about an hour plus also. Yeah. Okay, so let's hope we make it back to KL. Alright guys, we have started from Gotong Jaya. We have 64 kilometers to go and we have a range of 69 kilometers with 40% battery. We stopped here at Gotong Jaya for breakfast with 31% and we used a charger adapter from Junsuan's EV6. He had 74% and then so he gave me about 2% of his battery, which is equal to about 9%. So I have 40% battery and 69 kilometers and we have to travel 64 kilometers, which includes some uphill and some downhill. So let's see whether we can get back to PJ. And we have Junsuan at the back who is escorting me all the way back. Well, it's kind of like an insurance policy. Thank you, Junsuan. And anyway, for large part of the journey back, it will be downhill. So hopefully we can regenerate some energy to help us make it back to the training center in Glenmarie for recharge. Oh, the distance has actually increased. We have now 70 kilometers because I think there's a regeneration. Okay, we regen again to 38. Not bad. So we have 67 kilometers range and we have less than 67 kilometers to go to get to our destination. So we actually gained a bit. We have 39% going downhill, not bad. So we only used up 1% in the last 9 kilometers. Yes, that's about it. Okay, we are back to 40%. We're doing okay. We're halfway down the mountain and we have regenerated to 40% and we have a range of 75 kilometers and I think we have only about 50 kilometers to go, so we are safe, I think, to get back to the charging station. So guys, going downhill is good because you get to regenerate your electricity. So technically we have used zero amount of energy from Gotong Jaya to here, which is we are about 4 or 5 kilometers from Gombak Toll, and the system has regenerated whatever energy we used to get down here. And we're actually going at quite a good speed. We're going at 100 kilometers per hour going downhill, and regenerating is still at 40%. So technically we could have got back all the way to PJ without borrowing that little bit of charge from Junsuan's EV6, but well, it was good to have a bit of reserve. It's now dropped to 39%. Which is okay because we have 74 kilometers of range. Right guys, we are at the NKVE on the way back to the Mazda training center where we're going to charge the Mazda MX-30. Well, we started with 40% battery at the top of the hill at Gotong Jaya, and now we are very close to the charging station and we have 18%. Okay, so when we finished the hill climb and got back down to Gotong Jaya, we had 31%, and then I sort of plugged in this car to another EV, the Kia EV6, and we took some juice from the EV6, which has a bigger battery, and from 31% we went up to 40%. And coming down the hill, we hardly used anything. From the Gotong Jaya all the way down to the exit onto the Karak Highway, we regenerated some energy, and so basically it was down at 40% when we got to the bottom of the hill, which means that we hardly used any battery because it regenerated it back. And since then we have gone down the hill. We drove actually at normal speed, in fact a little bit above the speed limit at time. So we have 16% left, which means if I take away the 9% I charged up, I still have 7%. So yes, we could have come down from Genting with 31% battery remaining. So which means to say we used up 31%, so it's about 69. Yeah, we used up 69% of battery starting from my home in PJ all the way up to Genting Highlands and back down to Gotong Jaya. So that used 69% and left me with 31%. And from 31% I topped up 9% to 40%, and now I have 15% left. So if I had not topped up, I would have 6% left, and that would just about get me to the charging station. Yes, I could have done it, and of course I won't be so confident as I'm driving now. I'm driving at normal speed with air conditioner on. I turn on the air conditioner at the base of the hill when I finish the hill climb, because then the weather started getting warmer. So guys, when you're going downhill, you get some regeneration benefit, and of course now I have 15%. I just want to drive normally and see what percentage I have when I get back there. So if I have more than 9%, which was what I added to the battery, that proves I could have got back with the remaining energy that was 31%. Interesting, isn't it? Anyway, in conclusion, if you are thinking of buying this car, now is the time to buy, because there is no duties on this car for a while. We don't know how long it will end, or we don't know how long it will last. So if you want to buy the car, now is a good time. We have ready stock for you if you want, yeah. But very few units are left, and don't worry about the range, because if you have a requirement, okay, you must have this requirement, you must not be traveling more than 200 kilometers a day, yeah, because you have to charge up. And if you have a DC charger, it takes an hour. If you don't have a DC charger, it may take 6 or 7 hours, yeah. And because this battery is relatively smaller than the big ones, and so it doesn't take that long to charge up. But if you are a daily commuter and you drive 100-150 kilometers a day to and from work, including a lunch, it's okay. So the 199 range is quite accurate, but you should leave yourself a little bit of space lah. And in 2 or 3 years, when the charging grid becomes better, then you will be able to charge almost anywhere. So don't have to worry about it, because you're going to use this car for the next maybe 10 years or so. So therefore, now is a good time as any to buy one, because you are now having a tax holiday. Yeah, you don't have to pay duties on this car until I think end of next year. Yeah, so you got to buy it now. And of course, if you want to buy the car, please go to shop.yskhongdriving.com or send me a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609. Price for this car, a little bit under 200,000. I think it's 199, and that's without insurance. So please do get in touch with us. In terms of the car, it's very nice. We have 14% left, and as long as we have more than 9, it proves that we could have gone to Genting and back. Yeah, the extra 9% was what I added onto the car whilst in Gotong Jaya, thanks to my good friend Tan Jun Suan in the EV6 in front. Okay, so now we are still enjoying the aircon and on 14% and the light is green. We have maybe 2 kilometers to go. Yeah. So I figure we use up another 1 or 1.5%, yeah, for the next 2 kilometers. It's about 2 kilometers for every 1% of battery that you have. Not counting the regeneration. When you're going downhill, you regenerate batteries and so you use less. Yeah, of course, when you climb uphill, you use more. So it took us 69% of juice to get up to Genting, and we use less than that to come back down. It says high voltage battery is low, charge battery soon. Yes, boss, I will charge the battery soon. I have to get to a charger first. We are still hovering on 14%, so maybe you drop down to 13 or 12 when we get there. 13% will give you roughly 25 to 26 kilometers, yeah, approximately. Depends on how you drive, and this is fine by me. So guys, the range is quite accurate. So we made it up Genting and back because we only charged up 9%. So technically, if I hadn't charged the car, I would be now teetering on 4%. Not very comfortable feeling, but well, it proves I could have made it. Yes. And so we are now just 200 meters from the charging station, and we're at the training center, and here we go. Alright guys, thanks for being with us, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye. So we're back at the training center. Okay, officially back at the charging station with 13%. Done.